Morgan paid $782 for a flight that had been $643 less than a minute earlier. Same seat, same plane, same departure time. The price jumped while she hesitated. She refreshed the page, it climbed again. Panic set in. She bought it. 3 days later, her coworker showed her his confirmation for the exact same flight, $628. He booked about an hour after she mentioned the trip. Morgan paid $154 more for nothing. What changed wasn't the seat, it was the system's estimate of her willingness to pay. She books about 4 flights a year. If she's overcharged by even $100 each time, that's $400 annually. Over a decade, $4,000 quietly transferred from her bank account to an airline's revenue model. No receipt labeled algorithm surcharge, no explanation, just a number on a screen that felt official. The uncomfortable truth is this: the price you see online is not the price of the item, it is the price calculated for you. The price is about you, not the product. When you load a travel site, retail store, or ticketing platform, you're not entering a static catalog, you're entering a live pricing engine. That engine analyzes your behavior in real time. How many times have you visited the page? How long did you hover? Did you compare prices on competitor sites? Are you browsing from a high-income zip code? Are you on a premium device? Is it late at night when urgency tends to spike? Every action feeds a model designed to answer one question: what is the maximum you will pay before you walk away? A 2022 study in management science found that online prices can change as often as every 10 minutes. Users displaying high-intent behaviors, repeated visits, longer page engagement, urgent search patterns, were shown higher prices than casual browsers looking at the exact same product at the same time. The system is not showing you market value, it is probing your desperation. When Morgan hesitated, the algorithm interpreted that hesitation as strong intent. It raised the price to test her threshold. She paid. The model learned. Dynamic pricing is everywhere. Airlines and hotels normalized price fluctuation years ago, but dynamic pricing has expanded far beyond travel. Over 80% of major retailers now use some form of algorithmic pricing. Amazon changes millions of product prices daily. Many items fluctuate multiple times in a single day. Grocery stores are testing electronic shelf labels that allow prices to change in real time, higher during peak traffic, lower during slow hours. Same milk, different price depending on when you grab it. Ticket platforms use minute-by-minute adjustments based on queue demand. During major concert releases, fans have reported prices doubling between entering checkout and completing purchase. The justification is always the same. Demand-based pricing increases efficiency. What it really increases is extraction. This becomes more concerning when you understand how much data feeds these models. Your IP address reveals location and internet provider. That often correlates with average household income in your area. Your device type is logged. There have been documented cases of higher hotel prices shown to users browsing from premium devices. Cookies track your browsing history. If you've been viewing luxury items, the algorithm infers higher purchasing power. If you visited competitor sites, it flags you as price sensitive. If you revisit a product page multiple times, it marks strong intent. Time of day matters. Late night searches often correlate with urgency. Weekend searches may signal leisure flexibility. Even purchase history feeds predictive modeling. Do you buy premium options? Do you check out quickly? Do you abandon carts? Every pattern sharpens your profile. Third-party data brokers add another layer. Household income estimates, demographic data, purchasing behavior patterns, all feed into pricing engines. You may never know what inputs influence the number you saw. The price isn't static. It's a negotiation you didn't know you were having. Psychological pressure is built in. Dynamic pricing doesn't just analyze behavior, it actively shapes it. Scarcity warnings, countdown timers, only 2 left at this price, 15 people viewing this item. These signals trigger urgency and loss aversion. Research shows that artificial scarcity significantly increases purchase rates even when consumers are aware the scarcity may be manipulated. The system creates a crisis. Your brain responds emotionally. You pay. The system faster than your rational thinking. It calculates in milliseconds. It never gets tired. This is not a free market. Some argue that this is simply how markets work. Prices reflect what consumers are willing to pay. But traditional markets involve negotiation and transparency. Buyers have reference points. Sellers have constraints. Information is relatively balanced. Dynamic pricing eliminates balance. You do not know whether the number you see is the lowest available, the highest tolerable, or somewhere in between. You cannot negotiate. You cannot see alternative personalized prices in real time. You are negotiating blind against a system that sees your full behavioral history. The imbalance is total. How to reduce the extraction? You can't opt out entirely, but you can reduce your exposure. First, assume personalization is happening. Treat every price as provisional, not absolute. Second, use private browsing modes when shopping. This limits behavioral tracking tied to past visits. Clear cookies regularly. Consider using a VPN to test location-based price differences. Third, compare across devices. Sometimes mobile, desktop, and different operating systems display different pricing tiers. Fourth, abandon carts deliberately. Some systems lower prices or send discounts when they detect resistance. Fifth, learn timing patterns. Travel pricing often fluctuates by weekday. Rideshare and delivery surges at predictable times. Adjusting timing can materially reduce costs. Finally, pause before urgency signals. Open a new private window and reload. Often, scarcity warnings are behavioral, not real. None of these tactics are perfect, but they restore some leverage. The bigger issue. The deeper problem isn't the $154 difference on a flight. It's the normalization of invisible negotiation. You believe you're comparing prices. In reality, you're comparing versions of prices curated for you. You believe you're making informed decisions. In reality, you're reacting to a number engineered to test your threshold. Morgan thought she bought a ticket. She actually trained a machine learning model on her willingness to pay. Multiply that by groceries, tickets, subscriptions, delivery apps, hotels, electronics. Over years, the incremental differences compound. Dynamic pricing doesn't feel like theft. It feels like fluctuation. That's why it works. The closing perspective. The number on your screen is not neutral. It is a calculated offer designed around your behavior. You can either assume the price reflects value or assume the price reflects strategy. Algorithms are optimized for revenue. You need to optimize for awareness. Because every time you click purchase without questioning the number, you're accepting a negotiation you never saw happening. And in a game where one side sees everything, the only defense is refusing to believe the first number you see. If this changed how you look at prices online, stay sharp. The system isn't slowing down. The only question is whether you keep shopping blind or start shopping aware.